Just give me a minute. Okay. All right. I think they're trying to fix it now. Listen, get this. Okay, there we go. Now, let's get to it. Because everybody keeps doing this. Aaliyah's birthday went by and people was like, man, that's messed up. Dame and Jay. Aaliyah, for the last time, okay, let's get this clear. For the last time, thank you, podcast channel. For the last time, Dame Dash and Jay Z did not split up because of Aaliyah. Okay? Stop putting that on her name. Her birthday came and went, and people was just throwing it out there that they fought over that. I know Choke No Joke is got much love for Choke, but it was not that at all. Um, Dame was financially irresponsible. That's a good way of putting it. And once again, we people stumble over the facts and don't really say it. But Dame Dash is not the guy that, when it comes to business, he's not the guy that can play his position. He got to be the guy to run the whole thing. And it created a lot of problems. Jay, who could have gotten rid of Dame a long time ago, when they re up for their new contract with Def Jam and they got a multi-million-dollar deal, everybody got their cuts. They finally made it. They became multi-millionaires. And it opened the door for other avenues they had coming in there. And I think it was 99. Jay Z was approached by the people that own, pro kids to come out with their own fashion line. So Dame Dash, Jay Z went into Rockaware together. They had a bunch of, those other Euro guys that worked with pro kids. They decided to come out with Rockaware. And like, I'd say less than 2 years, they had 80 million it had generated, Rockaware. And it dealt with, socks, sandals, leather, pants, handbags, belts, big and tall, jewelry. They even got Sierra signed on to be the face of Rockaware at one point. It was a company that was, growing at that time. It was on the rise. But Dame did something he shouldn't have done, and he took some of the resources and money out of the company without discussing anything with his partner Jay-Z and Rockaware. So when he took the money out of Rockaware, he decided to put that into other ventures. It had nothing to do with Aaliyah, bro. It had something to do with money. It had something to do with money. So he took the money out of Rockaware. And hold on. Somebody they just asked me, was I going to see Glass? Hold on. Now, anyway, back to the story. No. I'm looking at yeah, I did that on Screen Fiend. I reviewed it. Once I saw the budget, I knew they were in trouble. Nobody trusts Shyamalan. You know how much money that got and screwed up? Well, back to this. Speaking of money getting screwed up, Dame Dash took money out of Rockaware and used it for other ventures. And he didn't tell Jay-Z or none of the other partners that he was taking money out of the company and using it for other things. And what he was going to do was replenish that. Well, if Dame watching me, Dame should know what happened. Dame should have known what Dame should have known what happened. If Dame's watching, Dame knows what happened. Dame came out the Star. What did he say to Star? Listen, Dame borrowed money out of the company, and what Dame wanted to do was, I'm gonna take the money out, make some money here, and then when I offer my other businesses, then I'm gonna take the money and put it back. Because he didn't seen other people do business this way. And he was like, white people do business like this all the time. It's nothing. They take money out from one business, start another business, then shoot back to another business. Nah, nah, bro, that was it. That was it. Jay was done. Nah, it wasn't, bro. If I had a business partner who took some revenue without telling me, they gotta go, bro. They gotta go. Everybody think it's because the Alpo party he threw. It wasn't already about that. It was about the money, period. And Dame moving in another direction. Once Dame took that money, it wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? Things wasn't cool like that. Once he started taking that money out of the company, that's when they start having problems. And you know, he's like, I'm gonna put the money back. I'm using this as a front. You're getting the money back in the company. Nobody losing nothing. So once Dame did all that, all he had already severed everything with Jay basically at that point when it came to trust and money. And now people's like, okay, we gotta find a way to get Dame out of it. So as this they was continuously doing business, Dame paid people the money back in different ways. So they didn't lose nothing. You can't steal your own money. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. And Dame did business the way he thought he was doing good business. They didn't like this practice. They had other partners in there too. They had like two, three other white European guys that they got as partners in this deal. They didn't like it either. So once again, the situation was brought up when he could have cut Dame and Biggs out of Rockefeller completely. It was done. And they had this stuff about splitting the company and going their separate ways, starting a new company. Jay-Z tried to start a whole new record label. He was gonna leave Rockefeller alone and go and start a whole new record label. He put it in Tata's name to try to get it jump started. S. Carter Records. Y'all don't see, y'all didn't even know that happened. A lot of y'all didn't even know that went down. Carter Factory Production. Yeah, he had S. Carter Promotions. Tata was running it. He was leaving, and he was gonna go to S. Dot. Tata was the president of the company, and it was like he's like, no, this is my company. Jay gave me permission. He's like, Jay gave me permission to do, my own thing, but he was already trying to move. Jay was trying to make a move. He was trying to get out of there. It was time to go. He wanted out. I'm like, I don't do cruises. I don't get on boats. Nah, there's a lot going on at the time, but not as much as you think. They broke up over a meal. That's funny. So how do Biggs feel about Dame and Jay after the breakup? After the breakup, Biggs was more on the side of Dame. He was a little disappointed in how Jay went with the breakup because what they did was found a way that when they re-up, that Def Jam could control the controlling interest, and the majority of the shares would be determined by Jay, and they could break up Rockefeller and they can get bought out. And that's what happened. They all got big money, like big checks. So Dame got a big check, and they was like, "Look, you can get your own record label over here. You can get your own record label over here." And said, "Jay, Rockefeller is yours." So Rockefeller, the name, everything belonged to Jay. But now he's got to change it. He can't keep it as Rockefeller since they bought it out. So it became Rock Nation. It's the Rock. So, and Dame Dash had his record label that Leor gave him. But he claimed Leor sabotaged him and everything else. And everybody had their choice. The artists had their choice who they want to go with. Except for Beans. Beans didn't have a choice. Beans would have went with Jay more than Dame. That's what according to Beans. Yeah, the B Coming was on Dame Dash Music Group. That was on that album. But Beans being locked up couldn't really promote it and get off the way he wanted to. And the people that went with Dame and everybody that was over there with him, it was what it was. Jay took Kanye West. And the thing was, Kanye chose Jay. And it was like, why would you choose Jay over Dame? And that's what Dame was like, dog, I'm the one that gave you your first shot, not Jay. I gave you your shot. Like, I was like, okay, I gave you your chance. No, Jay wasn't the type that was going to play his hand or play his position. When he did that move with the money thing and getting Dame removed from Rockaway and all that, that just took time. But they were already in position to working towards cutting out the partners. He wanted no more of this is a team of us. Jay was out of that. No, they own Biggs own the actual publishing. Jay-Z didn't own the publishing. The publishing of those albums, the first four albums were owned by Biggs and Dame Dash. Biggs really was the guy who was going to own the masters of rock. They own like Volume One, all them. They own the masters. Jay didn't own that. So Jay was like, "Look, you can have all my masters. Just give me my first one, Reasonable Doubt. That's the one I wanted." And Biggs wouldn't sell it to him. That's what Dane was like. Look, man, hey, it ain't up to me. I get to you. That you have it. But it was up to Biggs, and Biggs at that time I think was still hot about the situation. So, but now Biggs came back And once Biggs came back into the game, yeah, once Biggs came back in the game, he found his lane, got his position, and they were able to move forward. The only person that couldn't fit back in the circle was Dame. And Jay don't wish nothing ill on Dame. It's like, dude, I hope you make it. Dame, and this is what I want everybody to know: Dame is not a real bad guy. You know what I'm saying? That this doesn't make Dame Dash a bad guy. He just did a business practice that didn't fit with the way everybody else did business. They didn't agree with the idea, and they just wanted to go a separate way. Well, Jay wanted to go do his own thing. That's all it was, and the attitude in there, and when Dame is feel like he's being boxed out, that's when he started fighting back, and that's when Jay started going to Steve Stout. Stout's involved, and Stout is getting things done now. He's not a bad guy. You just can't trust him in this situation of doing business. He does mostly street business. Like he moves like a street guy would move in a business. And it's like that's good to a certain extent, but at this level, we got to do the things in the right order. It could cost you in the end. So that's how they were looking at it. I understand that. I'm not tired. I'm looking at stuff. Dame looked out for a lot of people in the street. He didn't pay Choke his money. That's why he really went left. He should have paid Choke no joke his money. He screwed over Choke. He should have paid him. I know. I remember all the videos and the footage we saw. That was all Choke. All the videos, the cassette tapes. They made it all the way here to the Midwest. I met Choke plenty of times. He had all that filming equipment, everything. I remember what I told Choke. I'm like, man, you need an assistant or somebody to help you move this stuff around, dog. Choke had like everything wrapped around a bag. No, because see, Dame is a different energy. His ego. Once Dame felt like, oh, y'all gonna try to box me out of conversations now? Oh, you gonna move with Steve Stout? He felt like, oh, like this ain't like we gonna be all right. Jay, the only reason that we gonna be hot, I can make this man, I can make Rockefeller hot right now. I can just grab Cam, bring Cam over. He brought Cameron over, didn't discuss nothing with Jay. That was purposely done. Jay goes on vacation. They bring in Cameron. He goes on vacation with Leor Cohen. Once he goes on vacation with Leor showing Jay stuff he ain't never seen before in his life. Dane brings in Cameron, signs Cameron to Rockefeller Records, said Cameron's the new vice president of Rockefeller Records, gave him a position over people that been there like Memphis Bleak, Beans. They were like, whoa, hold up. And he was like, yeah, that's just Dane was trying to flex his muscle to show like I can do whatever I want here. Rockefeller is me. I make these decisions. So Cameron's here. Cam, the new vice president of the Rockefeller Records. Cam goes on the radio and say that. I think I just burped as soon as you said that too. That's why they said we're gonna have to discuss that when we come home. When Jay came home, the discussions was basically out the window. Because it got to the point where Jay would come in once in a while. Then he stopped coming in at all. I already talked about RZA in the day. In day. Right, because they owned Old Dirty Bastard. And Dame signed him to a contract thinking he was out his deal. Him and RZA, they had to go sit in that office and come up with a deal. You just wasn't finna take Old Dirty Bastard. You know what? That could be true. LeBron could have split up Rockefeller too. He was in that photo. LeBron James is sitting in the photo with Jay-Z on the XXL cover. That could have torpedoed the whole thing. um, that's something I don't get into. I don't discuss Emory. No, I don't, Carl. No, I don't. Some people ate well with him, others did not. And that's just the gist of it. That's really all it was. Some people ate good with him, some people didn't eat at all. They cool now. Like Jay and Dame, they're like they'll see each other, they'll speak. Jay has no ill will towards Dame. They had a good run. How many of y'all have friends that y'all was cool with way back in the past? Right. You ain't got friends. That's what I'm saying. You ain't got friends that you had back in a certain period of time and just y'all ain't had no falling out or nothing. Y'all just ain't, yeah, if y'all see each other, y'all be, hey, what's up? Some new thing and got under Dame's skin. Dame know what he's doing. Dame knows he's responsible for whatever position he's in. Hmm. Hey, his daughter has a book. It's probably really good. I go check it out. Use that's what you're supposed to do. Use your platform to talk about it. I don't really think it was a matter of it's just people outgrew each other. You know, Jay wanted to go to another level. Dame was at a level that he wasn't gonna go to. He was damaging too many relationships, and his ego just caused him to just implode to where nobody wants to deal with him no more. Leo don't want to deal with him no more. That video of Dame Dash in Def Jam offices walking around like he was the boss, yelling at everybody because he know Choke was recording it. That video doomed Dame Dash. That's not cool, dog. Don't talk about Boogie like that, man. Boogie got problems. You know, I mean, he got real problems. No, that's not funny, dude, at all. No funny emojis. That's he got a real serious problem with alcohol. You know what I'm saying? So that's something you don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't do that. No, he's, you know, I wish him the best, man. I do. He's a smart guy, just like his father. They both ambitious, full of ambition. Absolutely. This idiot said I was just on Dame's side. I'm on nobody's side. I'm telling you what happened. I'll tell you, it's always an idiot. There's always one idiot that shows up and be like, look, I'm an idiot. You was on his side. Now you're on this side. How am I taking somebody's side? According to the Jay-Z guy in there, I'm not on his side. We got a Mr. Carter guy in here. He's like, according to him, I guess he ain't listening to nothing. I ain't on nobody's side. According to him, I'm doing cleanup for Jay. How is this cleaning up for Jay? Dame Dash took money out of the company without telling Jay-Z a thing. He took the money out of Rockaway to open up some other ventures. What that got to do with me? I'll keep, all I'm trying to do is Aaliyah's birthday was yesterday. Y'all was on here talking about, man, Jay, Ben, y'all took, man, that ruined Rockefeller and do all that on Aaliyah's name. I'm clearing her name. So if I'm on anybody's side, I'm on Aaliyah's side. No, he had Armadale vodka. He had a whole bunch of other products. He had the Armadale vodka. He started a state property thing he signed up for. He had the state property thing too. So, but the thing is, they had other partners. They had not just him and Jay. They actually had partners in that deal. Some European people that weren't very happy with that move either. But he paid it back. From what I've been told, he paid the money back. Like Dame put the money back. No harm, no foul. But if I'm Jay, or if you, would you do, if somebody took some money from you and you said, hey man, did you take some money out of here? Oh yeah, I did, but I'll give you the money back here. Here you go, here the money back. You get the money back. Are you still gonna do business with them? I'm just asking y'all. Y'all still gonna do business with somebody? They did that to you? By the way, if you want to donate to the page, click the link in the description box. You can do that. Thank you very much. Somebody say not at all. Right. They'll be ticked off. So he opened up that Armadale vodka based off that, taking money out. But in Dame's defense, Dame was doing these practices based off what he's seen other people do. White people have done this, other businessmen have done this before. It's been done before. So it's not like Dame Dash is trying to be crooked, like he's trying to rob Jay-Z and everybody else. He was trying to expand into other things and to open up other businesses. But he didn't check with Jay and none of them. He just did it. So it kind of looks shisty. So even though he put the money back, I don't think Jay was happy with how that moved. Jay started working with Steve Stout. Dame didn't like that at all. So of course him and Stout didn't mesh well. I ain't gonna say Dame ain't blow no money. I mean, but I'm just telling you, if somebody does those practices, you ain't gonna be too cool with them. You know what I'm saying? As far as partner, they good people and you cool together, but you ain't gonna be wanting to work with them. So when it came down to it, the relationship, the friendship, all that stuff was severed. Like, and it was a big old mess. And by the time the world found out what was going on, this had been happening behind the scenes for like 2 years. So for 2 years, they were like really not dealing with each other. Steve Stout's in the picture doing all the stuff, Dame's not being involved in stuff, and he was ticked off about it. Depends on where you at, Chris. I'm on my toes today, huh? Yeah, I just didn't like the way they were dumping everything on Aaliyah, and throwing her name in the mix because she had nothing to do with why they split. Nothing. It has zero to do with it. To think that Jay Z gonna ruin the whole thing of business all of Aaliyah. No, no. Jay is not like that at all. It was about money. Now Choke, listen, Choke No Joke was around. He's saying I ain't gonna say like they didn't feel a certain way about that, but this stuff had been brewing already. I know. That's what I'm saying. Why he never responded to Big's message? Because Biggs told the truth. Choke said it was over money and women. It was over money. Y'all can believe it was over Leah. I mean, that probably did ruffle some feathers, but they ain't gonna say that was just more icing on the cake. And then Dame do things like a child when they act out when they pout. You know, when something don't go their way, the ego kicks in. He gonna bring Cameron in, didn't ask nobody, brought Cam, signed Cam. He did it just to annoy Jay. Then he came in, Cam them came in there like on some friendly stuff. But when they came in, it was already stuff going on. So they came in, they basically got dumped on. And then once he cut off Jay's line, Jay tried to work with him and he wanted to use Cam to get back at Nas, and then that didn't work out. And they cut Jay off. And then once Cameron started dissing Nas, Jay was like, all right, cool. Like, we are good. Then they became split. Once Dame came out and Cam was like, I'm the new vice president of Rockefeller Records. You know, they wanted me to be the new vice president of Rockefeller Records. They wanted me to do this other job, but I turned it down because it wasn't enough money. Once Cam started doing that on the radio, it was over. Rockefeller became two separate groups. Beans, Bleak, and everybody else was moving with Jay. They were over here in one bunch. Cam and everybody else was on the other side. That's just how it was. PD Crack walked in the middle of it, and he had a song with Cam on there, and you can hear the Cam version on it's on YouTube. He got a song with Cam. Jay-Z took Cam verse and deleted it. He was just like, Jay came in and and told the engineer, delete the end of that. The whole last part, yeah, cut that off. And it was gone. And then he told Cam what happened. He was like, I don't want to, think like I did something, but Jay just cut everything off. And Cam was like, don't worry, I got a copy for you. They already made a copy with the verse on it. And Benny Siegel took it up, broke it in half. That's how the beef was on with them. I mean, that's what went down, man. I mean, PD said it on Vlad too. Well, I'm quite sure he did. No, Beans was a soldier, but you gotta take care of your soldiers. You know, you feed the wolves, or the wolves will feed off you. Eat you alive. Live by the comrades' creed. Strategy. No, when you damage too many relationships, that's why when you damage too many relationships in the game, that's when people stop dealing with you. When Jay and Kanye fell out, that's when he went to Dame. Next thing you know, they did their little thing. They put the movie out, Honor Up, and all that. Kanye executive produced it. Things didn't go well. Now Kanye really don't deal with Dame, and now Dame is salty again over this. You see what I'm saying? There's a reason why everybody moves on and leaves you behind. There's a reason for this. And we ain't gonna even talk about the Becky with the good hair thing. We just not. We're not even going there. That's been covered already. Kayla, you already know better. Oh, the Lee Daniels money situation. Well, here's the thing. Dame, they did one thing and it popped off. The second one wasn't guaranteed the film was gonna make any money. So the film didn't make any money. Where are you supposed to get your money back? It sounds like you supposed to take a hit too. The film didn't make any money. So I don't know. That's probably Lee Daniels saying, look, I'll give you some money. He's like, I did promise that I was gonna give you some money back but the film took a loss. Normally, if a film took a loss, that's a risk. Well, he wanted the loan back with interest, so I guess they're gonna work it out. You know, Dame should have got his money. And Dame, once again, did the same thing he did with Choke. He had somebody record him and he was like, look, start recording. I'm going to go up there and start checking. And Dame started checking Lee Daniels about his money and had somebody record it. He used the internet, leaked it out. So it went out to the world so that Lee Daniels can come out there and pay him his money. Very smart by Dame. But you made Lee Daniels look gangster. Lee Daniels look gangster. Pay your monkey ass when I feel like it. I just got out. Pay your monkey ass when I feel like. What? What you gonna do? No, squeeze that. Look, I said I'm gonna pay you when I feel like. You better suck my dick. Lee Daniels probably meant that too. So hey, coming in here like you Ron O'Neal or somebody. I better pay you my money. Oh yeah. Told you I pay your money when I feel like. Obviously, the people here don't know what we talking about. Probably one person in here know exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody else in here don't get it. Okay, two people. Hmm. Well, we'll see. That situation, Brandon, was not going to be settled through lawsuits. That was going to be settled in another court of law, the court you don't see coming. Oh man, y'all got me late. I gotta get up out of here. Mm, see, this is what I'm talking about, man. It's dangerous. All these women. Let me see something. Oh, Chris, thanks. Kristen hit me up on the Cash App. That's what's up. Yeah, I went and got a Cash App too, because everybody's like, it's easier. Okay, I can go there for a little bit and I can bounce back. Okay. I need to get on the road then. Everybody's like, my name is Carcino. Carcino for life. Carcino on the Cash App thing. Y'all know what it is. I downloaded the Cash App because y'all said this thing on Streamline is too hard. I'm like, how is that hard? J Boogie 510 is broke, y'all. Oh, this is how you pay prostitutes? I don't know. I'm not somebody that's digitally inclined. But yes, the rest of y'all can click the link in the description box and leave a donation to the page, as you've been getting hit with stuff you didn't know nothing about today. I told you. Told you. Sino,